take a moment now to be sure that you have everything that you need that will help you to create safe space, comfortable space, easy, peaceful space for your meditation. You can lay down and wrap yourself in a blanket, or perhaps sit in a chair. Perhaps you will close your eyes and just become conscious of your breath. So you breathe in through the nose and back out through the nose or the mouth in a very easy fashion. There's no trying to breathe. Just allow the breath. The body wants to thrive, so it wants to breathe. If you give it time and space and your attention, it will breathe. It will remember to thrive. So as you continue to pull the breath in and allow the breath to gently be released, perhaps you would imagine that the breath is the most beautiful color red, and you breathe that red in and you allow it to circulate through your body. And then you release. And then you take another deep breath in and allow the breath to circulate fully through the body, slipping into every little nook and cranny, and then to be gently released. And now imagine the color orange. And you take a nice deep breath in and you allow that breath to permeate every cell of your body. And then you release the breath. And as you release, you feel yourself just relax a little bit more. And you will now allow another deep breath in through the nose and allow that orange breath, that orange air to come fully into the body, all the way out to your fingertips and toe tips. And then to be released. And now you think of the color yellow. And you breathe that color yellow deeply into your body. Sense the color yellow going all the way out to your arms, your legs, into your power center, and up into your forehead. That you would be filled with the color yellow. And you release. perhaps you would wiggle your body just a little bit and find yourself a little more deeply into your body. Owning your body just a little bit more, melting into it just a little bit more. And now you think of the color green, and you imagine the color green all around you like a fresh, scented breeze that brings with it a cleansing and a healing. And you breathe that green deeply into your lungs until your lungs are all filled up to capacity, and then out to your arms and your legs, and then you release. And then you think of the color blue. And you breathe the blue air deeply into your body until blue fills up your entire insides. You are bathed in blue. Your liver, your gallbladder, your lungs, your heart, your kidneys. Everything is awash in blue. And now you think of the color indigo, a bluish purple. And you imagine it like a ribbon, like a giant fat ribbon that's all around you, circling all around you. And you grab a hold of it and you imagine yourself dancing with that bluish purple ribbon, just dancing and dancing and dancing. And the breath is coming in deeply because you are dancing so happily, so joyfully, so fully embracing the dance. And now you allow yourself to think of the color purple, and you imagine a long robe with strong shoulders and a high collar being placed upon your shoulders. And it is a long, beautiful, thick, velvety purple robe. And it fits perfectly. And you allow yourself to tug this long robe cape all the way around you until all that's left is your head peeking out of the top. And then you allow curiosity to niggle up from within you. And you gently open the robe and look to see that the robe is filled with pockets. Pockets that have pockets that have pockets that have pockets. and you joyously ponder the truth that you could unpack and dance this life endlessly and never, ever get bored or tired. And so we begin a little journey. Imagine yourself in the middle of a very large sunflower field. The flowers are so many different shades of yellow, so many different heights. Some are very, very tall with long green stems, and some are very, very short with tiny green stems. Some have very large yellow middles with all those seeds, all those big fat flowers, bright yellow. And some have a giant brown center with all those seeds and then all the bright yellow flowers around it. And imagine that you are in the basket of an air balloon. That air balloon is attached to the earth by 4 big, fat, secure ropes. And you find yourself in the basket. And you look up to see the balloon that is so big. And it's full of all sorts of colors. This giant air balloon is made of all the colors of the rainbow. There are some colors on this air balloon that you've never even seen before. You didn't even know they existed. There they are. And you are in the basket. And perhaps today is the day that you think that it is a good day to have an adventure. Perhaps you think that allowing that basket to fly up into the sky so that you could kiss the clouds is a really good plan. And so as you decide that you would like to experience kissing the clouds and flying with the birds, you realize that you have a guide with you. And this is a guide who has taken many, many, many air balloon trips. This guide is very good at flying, very experienced. You are very safe with this guide. And so you say to the guide, I give myself permission to experience floating all the way up into the sky and kissing the clouds and flying with the balloons. And your guide says, we can make this happen. You will see life from a very different perspective when you do this, and life will not be the same when you return. We'll leave for a little while, and then I will bring you back down to earth, but you will not be the same. And so you say, let's do it. And so your guide says, help me remove the ropes that are north, south, east, and west that are keeping us on the earth. It's just a gentle untying of the knot. And so you help. There goes one. There goes another. Oh, now the third. And then the fourth. And you begin to float just a few inches above the earth. You look to your guide, and your guide is smiling, so confident and secure in the journey, and excited to witness you experience such a freedom, such a new perspective. And you float up about a foot or two, and there you stay. And you say to your guide, I thought that I would be kissing the clouds and flying with the birds. And your guide says, well, you could, but the basket is a little bit too heavy to get us all the way up there. You would have to release and let go of some of the things that are in the basket, and then we would be able to float a little higher. And so you look around and you notice, well, by golly, there is quite a bit of stuff, and it's all yours. Quite a bit of stuff that you brought with you. You didn't realize it. And so you go on over and you pick up a pretty heavy, particular brick. And you realize that it is self-loathing, self-hatred, low self-esteem, low self-worth, and that this is keeping you tethered and weighted down, and that it's time to release it and let Mother Earth have it back. And it is so heavy that you ask your guide to help you lift it and toss it overboard and give it back to Mother Earth. And you do. And by golly, the air balloon wafts up just so quickly, and you find yourself up about 15 feet in the air, just like that. And oh, the view is spectacular. You're not quite kissing the clouds, and you're flying with some of the birds. and you are enjoying this indeed. After a bit of time, you look to the guide and you say, I would like to go a little bit higher. I really would like to kiss the clouds and fly with some of these other birds. And your guide says, we can make that happen. But the basket is still a little bit too heavy, and you'll have to release, surrender, let go of some things yet if you want to fly higher. And you look around and you find yet another really heavy brick. And you realize that it is ways that you think that God can show up. The limiting ways that you think that God can show up. God might only be able to show up this way, or maybe only God can show up that way. And you've come to realize that God is in everything. Consciousness exists in every leaf, every worm, every blade of grass, every person, every animal, every space. And you realize that you no longer limit God to a certain book or a certain look or a certain religion. And so, you and your guide toss the brick overboard and allow Mother Earth to absorb it. And as soon as you do, you find yourself up 25 feet in the air. And oh, the view is beyond whatever you could have imagined. You can see so far. After a bit of time, you say to your guide, this is fun, and I am really enjoying myself. And I'm kissing a few clouds and flying with a few birds, but I'm wondering if there's more. And your guide smiles. Well, dear, there's always more, your guide replies. And so you say, is it a matter of letting go of another of these bricks that I find here in the basket with us? And your guide replies, yes, but only as you feel ready. Only as you feel that it's time and you desire that. There's no rush. We can stay in this basket for as long as you want. You can take as long as you want to go as high as you desire. I will never leave you. I'll never forsake you. I'll never be bored by you or angry at you. I am enjoying every moment of this journey with you, and I am grateful for it, and very grateful for you. And so you decide that perhaps on this trip you would allow one more brick to be released. And this is quite a heavy brick because it's the brick of doubt. It's the brick of doubt. Do you doubt yourself? Do you doubt your purpose? Do you doubt your worth? Do you doubt your dreams? Do you doubt that you hear from your guides? Do you doubt that you are special with a purpose? What is it that you doubt? Do you doubt that you're lovable? Do you doubt that you are capable of loving another? Do you doubt that you'll be healthy someday? Do you doubt that the world will stop turning upside down and spinning and someday will right itself upright and you'll feel safe again? Do you doubt that you'll have enough money? A home? Retirement? Do you doubt that you'll ever find that childlike wonder? Do you doubt that you'll ever be able to forgive and forget? What, dear soul, do you doubt? What do you doubt so much? As you begin to allow the doubt to bubble up, and perhaps the doubt doesn't let you know what it is or why it is. It just appears, and you don't need to know the what or the why. You just need to kiss the brick and say, I know you've been here keeping me low and safe because you care. And there was a narrative that was created to keep me safe, to keep me grounded, to keep me sane. But I want to kiss the clouds and fly with the birds. And I don't need that kind of safety, that kind of logic, that kind of analysis and understanding anymore. And you and your guide heave ho the brick overboard. And sure enough, you float higher and higher and higher. And you feel freer and freer and freer. And the air becomes more crisp. It almost has a feeling of a cool breeze. And a wind comes by and whoosh, takes you for a little fun ride. Have minutes passed or hours, days, months, years? All you know is that you feel lighter. You feel happier. You feel so full of joy and laughter. You feel more like the child than ever before. As you look around at your surroundings from this view all the way up here, you feel like God. You feel so powerful, so secure. The vision, you can see for miles and miles and miles. without even saying anything, your guide knows that you know and feel that it's time to land the basket back onto Mother Earth with your newfound vision and your lightness of being. Oh, you have let go. Oh, you have surrendered, released so much. And it has been a lovely journey indeed. So you find yourself back at the same place, but not as the same soul. You find yourself back in the same place, renewed, rejuvenated. You reconnect those heavy ropes north, south, east, and west, and you allow Mother Earth to cradle the basket and to hold you. And you know that anytime you want, you can go for a ride in this beautiful basket and let go of more and more of the bricks. It's been a wonderful journey, dear friend. Take a moment to become aware of the breath moving through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And know that you have come back more empowered because you are further unplugged from false responsibility, religious mindsets, bitterness, deep grief, and more plugged into your God consciousness, your higher self, your childlike wonder, awe, and desire for adventure. You are now more curious, more compassionate, and more courageous than ever before. The journey, it never ends. Because you remember that you have that purple velvet robe on with pockets in pockets in pockets. And you will always have more to unpack, to get to remember, and to discover. You are truly endless. Thank you for allowing us to spend time with you and ride up with you and land again with you. We want to remind you that you are being and doing a phenomenal job of becoming. We love you.